Alrighty. Focus. Focus. There we go. So changing up a little something on here. If you got a 9th gen with like Makspeed, I think Purell's the same, and you don't like this blow-off valve, your only other choice really was like the tile version. So we're changing up and going with the fake KS because I'm cheap as shit and I didn't want to spend $250 and find out this doesn't work. So what we got here, little knockoff super sequential, and then to make it fit, Synapse sells this adapter, and then there's the flange, but ends up being too long, so you got to cut it down and then kind of get it to where you want to. But yeah, now you can put that on. So let me get this together, take that one off, and then we'll see how it goes. Now everybody's going to tell you that, well, that snap ring is a pain in the ass to get into, but especially when you have the knockoff one, it's not tapered. So I ended up taking a file, kind of knocked off the edge on the top half of that ring and got it to drop in the taper. I also took this clamped it down, put a little pressure to smush that O-ring down so it seated in easier. Yesterday when I did this, it took about 40 minutes. Today, it literally took 5. So, yeah. But with the other blow-off valve, you can, with your handy dandy adapter now, get it to sit in like that. See what I mean? And boom. You got a different blow-off valve. So let me put this all together and then we'll cut the camera back on. And there it is. The fake KS is installed. I drove around last night and I had it kind of half-ass hooked up. Let me show you how I rigged this shit up. Before I trimmed everything down, it was literally this little section of hose with both the flanges clamped onto it just to see how it worked, and it worked. I just didn't feel comfortable with it. I figure eventually it would have blew off because the Synapse flange adapter didn't have a lip on it, so you could literally twist it still. But that's welded on now. It's in there. So I mean, I'm just doing it because I wanted a different noise, but if you want something different and you don't want a tile, then you can go with the fake KS, or now that you know, you can buy the real HKS and just get the Synapse adapter and you're good to go. So just a quick little update. I got the fake HKS to fit my little project to see if it will work, and we went ahead and bought the real one. But let's show you the differences. So kind of fucked up doing it, but all right, here are the boxes. This is the real one, this is the fake one. Now you notice they pretty much have the same writing and everything up top. The difference is you'll see the real one has this red line that runs around the box like so. This one doesn't have it up top. And then there's also a cutout on the real one for the serial number on the actual blow-off valve. Nothing there. Let's see if I can do this. Struggling. Alright. So we got that open. This one open. Got my old tiles in there, but alright, as far as instructions go, the real one has them stapled together. And then these come in a nice little sealed packaging for the real stuff. Fake one, don't mind that. This one will blow off. Has your pretty much in bubble wrap. Yeah, that's pretty much all in bubble wrap, like your valve and your T's and all that. And then your instructions, they're just folded together. Like, they're not even stapled, nothing. And then there's no serial number on the box itself, whereas the real one, you have the serial number right there. And then this is the fake HKS, where you see the stamping there. Kind of makes it look legit. You also got the hologram there, and then HKS. You know, I mean, if you didn't know any better, it looks legit. Easy way to spot the fakes is they use longer nuts right here. And then usually when you get something, all of this is pretty much like, see how it's nice and there's no gap, but like there's a gap here. Yeah, I wasn't really rocking with that. And then that's wrapped in bubble wrap when you take it out the box, where this is kind of wrapped in a little styrofoam-ish deal. But take this out. That back in there. Now you see how the nuts on this are shorter and there's no gap, and then you have a serial number here, whereas on the fake one, long nuts and no serial number. And then the stamping on this, if it'll focus, see how it's kind of thin, whereas the stamping on the fake one is pretty big. And then the same here, you got the hologram, HKS. And then this is metal or aluminum, where the fake one is kind of plastic. Also, a quick way to figure it out is this is the fake one. See how it's got a black finish, and then I had to file the edge to kind of give it a taper so it'd drop into that flange easier. Whereas the real one is silver, and you can definitely see how pronounced that taper is. So this should be way easier to put in. But yeah, that's just a quick rundown on like the rep and the reel. So let me go ahead and put this in, and I'll do a sound clip of both of them. I did a sound clip of this, of the fake one already. I'll do a sound clip of this, and we'll see if we can hear a difference. Get a little light in here. And roll it up. Alrighty. So let's see how this fucking blow-off valve does. So for those of you that asked, like, it's shaky, that's gonna suck. Well, since my camera mount is shaking like a stripper, guess we'll just kind of go with this for now. So I did the fake HKS at first because I wanted to try out how I was gonna mount it and everything, make sure it worked. I didn't want to spend $250 on a blow-off valve and then find out I can't return it, and I done ruined it, so I can't even like get rid of it. So did that. Everything worked over the weekend. Ordered a real HKS blow-off valve off, surprisingly, Amazon, and it was relatively cheap. It was only about like 200 bucks. So that wasn't too hateful. Saved myself a couple dollars there. But yeah. Now we get all the fun noises. See if there's any different. I did a recording over the weekend with the replica blow-off valve. So we'll go on the same road again, do a quick pull, and see if there's any difference. I'm definitely getting more noise out of this one, like the flutters and everything, because it's I think it's like a two-stage valve. So like part throttle, it opens up a little bit, and then full throttle, you know, gets everything out. Dude, I wonder how shaky this fucking shit is gonna be. All I see is that camera like just switching its ass off right now. I left this window open, so if there's like wind noise, my bad, but I'm trying to see if I can pick up some of the sounds. I got the GoPro out there too, just so I have like a reference point. And here we go. about like I let off the throttle, it was like it was letting up. Yeah, it wasn't holding the boost. So, I mean, it's eBay, it's a wrap. What can you do?